Hello and welcome. You're tuning into Healthy Aging Bites, a channel created especially for those entering or enjoying life beyond 60. Here, we don't just talk about health, we tell stories, share science-backed insights, and offer practical, meaningful solutions to help you live well, live strong, and live purposefully every single day. Today, I want to begin with a true story, one that many of you might find surprisingly familiar. John's story, when the legs no longer cooperate. John is 68 and lives in a coastal town in Florida. He's what you'd call a responsible, health-conscious person. He eats clean, plenty of greens, very little red meat, doesn't smoke, and only drinks a glass of wine occasionally. He walks in the park every morning and takes his daily multivitamin, the kind specifically formulated for seniors to protect his bones and support overall wellness. But something strange began happening. In just over a year, John noticed a subtle but troubling change. His legs no longer felt like his own. At first, it was just a slight heaviness walking up the stairs. Then came the nightly leg cramps, occasional loss of balance, and finally a serious fall when stepping down from his porch. His family was alarmed. They took him to several specialists, neurology, cardiology, orthopedics, but no one could find anything conclusive. No broken bones, no slipped discs, no severe nerve damage. One doctor simply said, "It's probably just part of getting older." But as someone who's practiced internal medicine for nearly 30 years, I can tell you, not everything should be blamed on aging. A big question: why are so many seniors still losing strength in their legs, even when they eat well and take vitamins? Let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why some older adults, even those who eat carefully, take their supplements daily, and stay moderately active, still find their legs growing weaker over time? They struggle to stand for long periods, avoid stairs, or feel exhausted after a short walk. Is it just age, or is there something we're missing? Could it be that the very vitamins we trust to keep our bones strong and muscles healthy are actually contributing to the problem? The hidden danger few people talk about. Over the years working with senior patients, I've seen a pattern that's deeply concerning. Muscle weakness and instability in the legs, not from a lack of nutrients, but from too much of the wrong ones or improper supplementation. Two vitamins in particular, vitamin A and vitamin D, often praised for their role in bone and immune health, can become problematic if taken incorrectly. In excess or without monitoring, they can lead to calcium imbalance, muscle inflammation, peripheral nerve damage, and yes, increased risk of leg cramps, muscle tightness, and even falls. I've personally treated cases where seniors were hospitalized for severe leg cramps, muscle stiffness, or sudden falls, only to discover the root cause wasn't age, but an over-the-counter vitamin they took every day believing it was helping. Legs aren't just for walking, they're the foundation of your independence. For older adults, strong legs mean freedom. Weak legs often mark the beginning of dependence, needing help to get groceries, go for a walk, use stairs, or even just step outside to enjoy the sunset. Over time, this physical decline leads to less movement, more chronic illness, and even depression. That's why it's critical to understand what's really weakening your legs and what you can do to take back control. What we'll cover in today's video. In this video, we'll explore the two most dangerous vitamins for your legs when taken incorrectly, 10 common foods that may be silently draining your leg strength, the science behind leg weakness and aging and why age isn't always the cause, simple, proven strategies to restore and maintain strong legs well into your later years. Help us spread health and strength. If you find this topic important and helpful, we invite you to like this video. It helps more people find it. Share it with a friend or loved one who may be struggling with mobility. Subscribe to Healthy Aging Bites to stay up to date with the latest senior health insights. And now, let's dive into the next section. Why do our legs get weaker as we age, and is it really just age to blame? Part 2. Why do our legs get weaker with age, and is age really to blame? Most people assume that weaker legs are just part of getting older. And yes, aging does bring natural changes in the body. But what many don't realize is this: muscle loss isn't just inevitable, it's also preventable. Let's break down the real reasons why your legs might feel tired, unsteady, or weaker than before, even if you're eating right and taking your daily vitamins. 1. The silent thief. Sarcopenia age. Related muscle loss. Sarcopenia is a medical term that describes the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength as we age. It begins around age 30, but the process accelerates after 60, especially if we're not doing anything to stop it. In fact, studies from the NIH show that adults lose up to 3%, 8% of muscle every decade, and by the time you're 70, you could lose as much as 20%, 30% of your leg strength if you're not active. This loss happens silently. You won't notice it right away, but it shows up when you can't climb stairs as easily. You get tired just standing at the sink. You struggle to get out of a chair. Or worse, you fall. 2. Why do the legs show it first? Your legs carry the full weight of your body every step, every day. They involve large muscle groups: your thighs, calves, hamstrings, glutes, and even your feet. When you start to lose muscle, your balance suffers. Your ability to lift your leg weakens. Even small tasks feel exhausting. The legs are often the first to give you a warning that something deeper is going on inside your body. 3. Poor circulation, a hidden culprit. As we age, circulation often slows. Arteries may narrow due to cholesterol or inflammation. And when blood flow to the legs is reduced, muscles don't get enough oxygen or nutrients. The result? Heavier legs, slower recovery after activity, tingling, cramps, or pain in the calves during walks. If you're consuming too much sugar or unhealthy fats, this poor circulation gets worse. Your legs, quite literally, are being starved of energy. 4. Nutrient deficiencies even with a healthy diet. Here's the truth. Even if you're eating well, your body may not be absorbing nutrients the way it used to. Low stomach acid, slowed digestion, or medications can all interfere with. Magnesium, needed for muscle relaxation. Calcium, for muscle contraction and bone support. Vitamin D, for muscle repair and balance. B12, for nerve signaling in the legs. What's worse, some people oversupplement with vitamins like A or D, thinking more is better, and unintentionally throw off their mineral balance. This can actually lead to muscle fatigue, cramps, nerve pain, loss of coordination. 5. Mindset and mobility. How fear of falling makes it worse. Once someone falls or just feels unstable, they often become afraid to move. But here's the catch. The less you move, the more strength you lose. This leads to a dangerous cycle. You feel unsteady. You stop walking as much. Your muscles weaken further. You feel more unsteady. Eventually, even short walks feel exhausting. Just 1 week of bed rest or inactivity can drain up to 10% of your leg strength. Key takeaway: it's not just age, it's accumulation. Yes, aging plays a role, but leg weakness is rarely caused by age alone. More often, it's the accumulated effects of muscle loss, inflammation, poor circulation, imbalanced nutrition, lack of movement. And here's the good news: all of those things can be addressed. You're not powerless. You're not too old. There are real, tangible steps you can take to stop and even reverse this decline. In the next part of this video, we're going to dive deep into the 2 vitamins that may be doing more harm than good to your legs, especially if you're taking them without proper guidance. We'll also show you how to recognize early warning signs and how to restore your leg strength safely and naturally. So stay with me, this is where things start to change. Part 3. The 2 common vitamins that could be weakening your legs. In the world of health and wellness, we're often told, take your vitamins, they'll keep you strong. And that's true, in part. Vitamins are essential, but what most people don't realize is that too much of certain vitamins or using them incorrectly can actually backfire, especially when it comes to muscle health and leg strength. In this part, we'll uncover two of the most surprising culprits behind unexplained leg weakness in older adults: vitamin A and vitamin D. Yes, the very vitamins that are supposed to help your bones and immune system can also be silently damaging your muscles, joints, and nerves when not used properly. Vitamin A, when too much, becomes toxic. Why we need it. Vitamin A is important for eye health, immune function, skin maintenance, cell repair. We get it from foods like liver, egg yolks, carrots, fortified milk, and for many older adults, it's included in multivitamin formulas or high-dose supplements, especially those targeting vision or skin. The problem: hypervitaminosis A. Too much vitamin A can build up in the liver. It's fat-soluble and not easily excreted. Lead to muscle pain, especially in the legs and lower back. Cause joint stiffness, fatigue, and even balance issues. It can also interfere with your body's ability to absorb calcium and magnesium, two minerals essential for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. What you might notice: trouble climbing stairs, weakness when getting up from a chair, cramps or spasms in your legs, pain that feels like it's coming from inside the muscles. Real-life example: Mrs. Ann, 70, came to my clinic complaining of leg pain and nightly cramps. She was taking a high-dose skin supplement with 10,000 IU of vitamin A daily. After stopping the supplement and correcting her magnesium levels, her symptoms dramatically improved in just a few weeks. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, with a dark side. Why it's essential. Vitamin D helps absorb calcium, support immune function, maintain muscle and bone strength. Many older adults are told to take extra vitamin D to prevent osteoporosis, and that's good advice when guided by lab work. But here's where things go wrong. The risk: too much vitamin D equals too much calcium. Vitamin D is also fat-soluble. When you take too much, calcium levels in your blood can rise abnormally, called hypercalcemia. This can lead to stiffness in the legs, muscle burning or cramps, tingling or numbness in feet and toes, fatigue and poor coordination. In extreme cases, excess calcium can calcify soft tissues, including muscles, tendons, and blood vessels in your legs, making movement painful and restricted. Real-life example: Mr. Paul, 74, was taking 10,000 IU of vitamin D daily, more than 5x the recommended upper limit, thinking it would rebuild his bones. Instead, he developed leg stiffness and kidney strain. After reducing his intake under medical supervision, his leg pain gradually resolved. So how much is too much? According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, vitamin A, retinol form, upper limit for adults, 3,000 mg day, is approximately equal to 10,000 IU. Vitamin D, upper limit, 4,000 IU day, unless prescribed by a doctor. But here's the catch. Many seniors are already getting some of these from fortified foods, dairy, or multiple supplements and don't realize how much they're actually taking. What you can do: check all your supplements, including multivitamins, joint blends, or skin formulas. Add up total daily intake from food plus pills. Ask your doctor for blood tests. 25 OHD for vitamin D levels, serum, calcium, magnesium, liver function. If you've taken high doses of vitamin A, adjust dosages based on real needs, not assumptions. Remember, more is not always better. With vitamins, especially fat-soluble ones like A and D, excess builds up over time and can take weeks or months to reverse. Muscle stiffness, leg cramps, and loss of coordination aren't just signs of aging, they could be your body warning you of an imbalance. Key takeaway: vitamins can heal, but they can also harm if used carelessly. For your legs to stay strong and your body to stay mobile, The goal is balance, not excess. You don't need mega doses. You don't need to take everything just because it says for seniors. You need personalized, science-backed choices that match your body's real needs. Up next in this video series, we'll expose 10 common foods that may look harmless, even healthy, but gradually weaken your legs over time due to hidden sugars, preservatives, or inflammatory effects. Plus, we'll show you simple food swaps that help protect your mobility and rebuild your leg strength naturally. So stay tuned, the next part could completely change how you look at your grocery cart. Part 4 to 10. Everyday foods that secretly weaken your legs. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." But for those of us over 60, it's more accurate to say, your legs are what you eat, and what you eat might be slowing you down. That's right. Even if you're eating what you think is a healthy diet, certain common foods, often labeled as comfort foods or convenient snacks, may be silently draining your strength, inflaming your joints, and weakening your leg muscles. In this part, we'll reveal 10 foods that may be contributing to leg pain, swelling, stiffness, and even falls. Let's get into it. 1. Sugary desserts. Cakes, cookies, pastries, candy. These sweet treats may lift your mood, but they weigh your legs down. What they do: trigger chronic inflammation in joints and muscles. Spike blood sugar, leads to insulin resistance, reduced energy in muscles, promote weight gain, adding strain to knees, hips, and ankles. Contain zero muscle-supporting nutrients, no protein, magnesium, or fiber. Real-life impact. A woman in her 60s I worked with ate cake and sweet tea every afternoon. After switching to fruit with cinnamon and cutting added sugars, her leg cramps decreased and energy improved in 3 weeks. 2. Fried foods. French fries, fried chicken, donuts, delicious, yes, but devastating for your lower body. Why? Loaded with trans fats and saturated fats, increase inflammation, impair blood flow, reducing oxygen to muscles, promote artery stiffening, leading to circulation problems in the legs. High calorie but low nutrient, accelerates muscle wasting. Seniors who eat fried foods multiple times per week show significantly reduced walking speed and endurance in studies. 3. White bread and refined carbs. It's quick and easy: toast for breakfast, sandwich at lunch, but white bread may be sabotaging your strength. How? Made from refined flour, spikes blood sugar, then crashes. Offers no protein or fiber, so your muscles get no fuel. Raises inflammation markers, especially when paired with sugary spreads. Swap in whole grain or sprouted bread plus avocado or nut butter. Better taste, better energy, better for your legs. 4. Alcohol. Even moderate drinking. 1 glass of wine with dinner may seem harmless, but for aging muscles, alcohol can slow everything down. It can impair absorption of vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium, hinder muscle recovery, and promote cramping, cause dehydration, which increases night cramps, add empty calories that turn into belly fat, stress on legs. A senior client reduced his wine intake from daily to once a week and noticed less fatigue and more balance within 1 month. 5. Processed meats. Bacon, ham, sausages, deli meat. Convenient, yes, but they're filled with sodium, preservatives, and saturated fats. These additives promote fluid retention, swollen ankles, heavy legs, disrupt glucose metabolism, less energy for your muscles, trigger inflammatory reactions in joints, especially knees and hips. Try lean proteins instead: grilled chicken, hard-boiled eggs, beans, or lentils. 6. Instant noodles and packaged soups. They seem like an easy dinner fix, but they're a bad deal for your legs. Why? Extremely high in sodium, increases blood pressure and bloating, contain MSG and preservatives, irritate nerves and joints, lack essential muscle nutrients like protein, potassium, and magnesium. High sodium equals poor circulation. Your legs don't get the blood and oxygen they need to move well and heal fast. 7. Commercial ice cream. Cool, creamy, and nostalgic, but modern ice cream is a chemical cocktail. It's packed with refined sugar, saturated fats, artificial thickeners, colors, and sweeteners, all of which can cause sugar crashes that fatigue your muscles, promote inflammation in joints and tissues, impair blood flow. Your legs feel heavier and slower. Try frozen banana blended with almond milk and cinnamon, a healthier dessert your legs and heart will love. 8. Processed cheese. Cheese spreads, slices, and melts. That quick cheese sandwich might be quick to hurt your legs. These cheeses are high in salt and phosphates, mess with your calcium-magnesium balance, lack high-quality protein needed for muscle maintenance, contain preservatives that increase inflammation. Better options: cottage cheese, ricotta, fresh mozzarella, lower sodium, higher protein, better digestion. 9. Milk chocolate. You might think, a little chocolate can't hurt, but not all chocolate is created equal. Milk chocolate contains high sugar, low cocoa, which means low antioxidants, additives that spike blood sugar and inflame tissue. The result? Muscle fatigue, reduced circulation, added belly weight that burdens your lower joints. Choose dark chocolate, 70% plus cocoa. In moderation, a square or two can actually support vascular health. 10. Canned foods, meats, soups, and veggies. Cans may be convenient, but what's inside is often low in nutrition and high in sodium. What to watch for? Sodium benzoate, nitrites, aluminum exposure, stripped away natural vitamins. Long-term intake linked to fatigue, muscle weakening, and fluid retention. A diet of canned foods equals poor circulation plus toxin buildup, and your legs become tired, tight, and less coordinated. Bottom line, what you eat builds or breaks your legs. The food you put on your plate today decides how far your legs will take you tomorrow. You don't have to give up everything you love, but small swaps of fresh salad instead of processed meat or dark chocolate instead of candy can protect your legs for years to come. In the next section, we'll uncover the surprising effects of food additives, flavor enhancers, and hidden preservatives, and how they quietly damage your leg muscles and nerves over time. Plus, we'll guide you on how to read nutrition labels like a pro so you can take back control of your health, starting at the grocery store. Part 5. The hidden dangers in your food. Additives that damage your legs. We've talked about sugar, fried foods, and processed meats, but now we're digging deeper. Because there's something even more subtle and more dangerous hiding in your kitchen cabinets. Food additives, flavor enhancers, and synthetic preservatives. The invisible ingredients that quietly weaken your muscles, stiffen your joints, and damage your nerves. These chemicals may not make headlines, but they're in thousands of products older adults consume every day, from canned soups to flavored crackers to health shakes and seasoning packets. In this section, we'll explore how these hidden substances affect your leg strength and what you can do to avoid them. 1. Monosodium glutamate, MSG. Found in instant noodles, seasoning packets, canned soups, frozen entrees, fast food. MSG is used to enhance flavor, especially in salty, savory foods. But studies show that MSG can overstimulate nerve receptors, especially in sensitive individuals. Effects on your legs: muscle aches and burning sensations, tingling or numbness, weakness, especially after meals, increased risk of neurotoxicity in aging nerves. One woman I treated had chronic calf tingling after lunch every day. It turned out to be the MSG in her favorite noodle cup. 2. Sodium benzoate and nitrites. Found in canned meats, packaged deli meats, processed snacks, sodas, and flavored drinks. These are used as preservatives to extend shelf life, but they also Interrupt mitochondrial energy production, which powers your muscles. Promote inflammation in joints and muscles. Create toxic byproducts that strain your liver and kidneys. The result? Tired legs, poor muscle recovery, and increased risk of falls. 3. Artificial colors. Red number 40, yellow number 5, etc. Found in packaged cakes, snack bars, breakfast cereals, ice creams, drink mixes. These dyes may look harmless, but for older adults they can disrupt magnesium absorption, which is vital for muscle health. Trigger immune responses that increase joint inflammation. Affect neurological balance in sensitive people. Tip: if you see color numbers or long chemical names in the ingredients list, skip it. 4. Phosphates and artificial thickeners. Found in processed cheese, shelf-stable creamers, packaged gravy mixes, instant mashed potatoes, frozen microwave meals. These additives interfere with your body's calcium-phosphorus balance, which directly impacts bone density, muscle contractility, joint flexibility. Over time, high phosphate intake has been linked to weaker bones, especially in hips and legs, muscle fatigue, loss of coordination. 5. Hidden names on food labels. Here's the tricky part. Food companies don't always call additives by their obvious names. Look out for yeast extract, often contains hidden manusG, hydrolyzed protein, natural flavors, a catch-all for many lab-made ingredients, flavor enhancer, spices, vague and unregulated. Even low-sodium or heart-healthy foods can hide these additives. Reading the label is one of the most powerful things you can do to protect your legs. How these additives affect your body. Let's connect the dots. Additives increase systemic inflammation. Inflammation causes muscle breakdown, stiffness, and nerve sensitivity. Your blood vessels narrow, reducing oxygen delivery to the legs. The result? You feel heavier, slower, and more prone to falls. These effects don't happen overnight, but over months and years, they add up. Real-world example. George's comeback. George, a 73-year-old retiree from Ohio, came to me after 2 falls in 3 months. He felt tired in the legs, but couldn't explain why. He wasn't overweight. He walked regularly, but he ate a lot of processed soups, boxed rice mixes, and used seasoning packets daily. We eliminated processed foods, rebalanced his minerals, and focused on anti-inflammatory meals. Within 6 weeks, his balance improved, and the fatigue in his legs dropped dramatically. "I didn't know soup could make me fall," he said, "but now I can tell when something I eat is slowing me down." What you can do today. Check your pantry and look at labels. Replace processed snacks with fresh fruits, raw nuts, homemade dips like hummus or guacamole. Use real seasonings: garlic, onion, herbs, lemon, turmeric. Avoid pre-mixed powders and cubes. Cook simple, whole food meals. Grilled fish or chicken, roasted vegetables, brown rice or quinoa. Even a few small changes can significantly reduce the chemical load on your muscles and improve your mobility. Final thought for part 5. The ingredients you can't pronounce might be the very reason your legs are giving out. You don't have to eat perfectly. You just need to eat intentionally. And remember, what weakens your legs today doesn't have to define how far you can walk tomorrow. In the next section, we'll go one step further and show you how to test your leg strength at home in just 60 seconds, no equipment needed. You'll learn whether your leg muscles are still strong enough to support daily independence and what to do if they're not. Part 6. Is your leg strength fading? How to test yourself at home in just 60 seconds. Your legs may not shout when they're getting weaker, but they do whisper. Maybe you've started using the railing more often when going upstairs. Maybe getting up from the couch feels a bit harder than it used to. Maybe your walks are a little slower, your steps a little shorter. These changes can seem subtle at first, But over time, they can turn into falls, chronic fatigue, loss of independence. The good news? You can spot the signs early, and you can do it right at home with no special equipment. Let's walk through the key early warning signs of leg weakness and how to test your leg strength safely in just 1 minute. 1. Why leg strength matters more than you think. Your leg muscles are the foundation of your independence. They allow you to get up from the toilet, walk across the room, climb stairs, catch yourself if you stumble. When those muscles weaken even a little, your risk of falling, losing balance, or needing help skyrockets. Fun fact: studies show that leg strength is one of the strongest predictors of long-term mobility and longevity in older adults. 2. Early signs your legs are getting weaker. You don't need fancy scans or machines to tell if something's changing. Just pay attention to these signs. Do you notice any of the following? Difficulty standing up from a low chair without using your hands. Heaviness or soreness in your thighs or calves after short walks. More frequent tripping or stumbling, even on flat ground. Fatigue when standing for 5 minutes or more. Frequent leg cramps at night. Avoiding stairs because it feels like too much effort. A general sense of feeling unsteady on your feet. If you said yes to 2 or more, it may be time to check your strength more closely. 3. The 60-second chair stand test, validated by the CDC. This simple, safe test is used by physical therapists and health researchers across the country to assess lower body strength in older adults. You can do it at home right now. What you need: a sturdy chair, no wheels, no arms, standard height, a stopwatch or smartphone timer, a clear, quiet space. How to do it: sit in the middle of the chair with your feet flat, arms crossed over your chest. Keep your back straight and your knees bent at 90 degrees. When ready, stand up fully, then sit back down as many times as you can in 30 seconds. Go at a safe but steady pace. Don't rush. Count your reps. Each time you stand up and sit back down counts as 1. If you fall below the average, don't panic, but take it as a signal to start rebuilding your leg strength now. What gets measured can be improved. 4. Bonus: balance test. Can you stand still on one leg? This test checks your stability, which is just as important as strength when it comes to fall prevention. How to do it: stand near a wall or counter, just in case. Lift one foot off the ground and balance on the other. Time yourself. How long can you hold the position? What's normal? Ages 60, 69 to 22 seconds or more. Ages 70, 79 to 15 seconds or more. Ages 80 plus, 10 seconds or more. If you struggle to hit these marks, don't worry, balance can be retrained. 5. What if I don't pass these tests? If your leg strength is low, don't be discouraged. It just means it's time to start where you are. You don't need a gym. You don't need to run or lift heavy weights. You just need a simple plan to move daily, eat to support muscle repair, and avoid foods that drain your energy. Real life story. Eleanor, 76, could only do 7 reps when she first took the chair test. Within 6 weeks of gentle daily practice, she reached 13 reps and stopped using her cane indoors. What to do next? Write down your test results. Retest in 30 days after making changes to your diet and movement. Track how you feel. Are stairs easier? Are you walking longer without fatigue? Start slow, but stay consistent. The goal is progress, not perfection. Final words for part 6. Leg weakness doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't go away overnight. But the sooner you pay attention, the sooner you take back control. You now have the power to check in with your body, no doctor's office needed. And that's a powerful first step. Coming up next in part 7, we'll walk through the best foods to rebuild leg strength, the right way to take supplements, and which to avoid, the most effective exercises for seniors to improve strength safely even if you have arthritis, balance issues, or joint pain. You don't want to miss it. Part 7. Safe and Science. Backed Ways to Rebuild Leg Strength After 60. By now, you know what's been silently weakening your legs, from overused vitamins to inflammatory foods and hidden additives. But the big question is, what can I actually do to get stronger again safely and realistically at my age? The great news is, you don't need a gym. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't even need to leave your home. You just need the right foods, the right movement, and the right mindset, and that's exactly what this section is all about. 1. Eat to rebuild, not just to fill. After 60, your body needs more of the right nutrients to maintain and repair muscle. Even if your weight stays the same, muscle can decline unless you eat in a way that specifically supports strength. Focus on these 5 muscle-smart nutrients. 1. Protein. Your muscles can't rebuild without it. Most older adults don't get enough. Aim for 20-30 grams of protein per meal. Great sources: wild-caught salmon, organic eggs, Greek yogurt, plain, low sugar, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, lean turkey, chicken, or grass-fed beef. 2. Magnesium. Relieves muscle cramps. Supports recovery after activity. Found in spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans. 3. Potassium. Balances sodium. Helps muscles contract and relax properly. Found in bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, white beans. 4. Vitamin B12. Essential for nerve function. Low levels can cause numbness, weakness, poor balance. Found in fish, eggs, dairy, or B12 supplements if needed. 5. Omega-3 fatty acids. Reduce inflammation. Improve muscle repair and joint comfort. Found in fatty fish, salmon, sardines, flax seeds, chia seeds. 2. Use supplements the smart way. Remember, supplements should fill in the gaps, not replace whole foods, and more is not always better. General tips: always check your vitamin D levels before supplementing. Avoid megadoses unless prescribed. Look for third-party tested brands, USP, NSF certified. Be cautious of combination products that exceed 100% daily value. Take magnesium, glycinate, or citrate for better absorption if cramps are an issue. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to review all your supplements, especially if you're also taking medications. 3. Move smart. Daily exercises that actually work. No matter your current fitness level, it's never too late to rebuild strength safely, slowly, and steadily. Here are 4 low-impact exercises that help restore strength in the legs, improve balance, and boost confidence. A sit to stand. Strengthens thighs, hips, glutes. How to sit in a chair with your feet flat. Cross arms over your chest. Stand up fully, then sit back down slowly. Do 8-12 reps, once or twice daily. Helps prevent falls, stair struggles, toilet assist needs. B. Heel raises. Strengthens calves and ankles. How to stand near a wall or counter for balance. Raise your heels off the floor, stand on tiptoe. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower slowly. Do 10-15 reps. Helps with climbing stairs, balance, circulation. C. One leg balance. How to stand on one leg, hold for 10-30 seconds. Switch sides. Repeat 2-3 rounds per day. Hold a chair or wall for safety if needed. Great for fall prevention and posture. D. Seated leg extensions. How to sit in a sturdy chair. Extend one leg straight, hold 3 seconds. Lower slowly. 10 reps per leg. Builds thigh strength without pressure on knees. 4. The magic is in the routine. You don't need to push hard, you just need to show up every day. Start with 10 minutes a day. Focus on consistency, not perfection. Progress is measured in comfort, not just reps. If your legs feel tight or sore, add light stretching or Epsom salt foot soaks to your daily routine. Real story. Walter's Aft 70 Reels comeback. Walter, 71, had stopped gardening because standing too long made his legs ache. He also had trouble getting off the couch. After just 5 weeks of eating more protein, doing 3 simple exercises every morning, swapping canned soup for fresh vegetable broth, he could squat down to plant tomatoes again. He even signed up for a senior walking group. I thought strength was gone forever. Turns out, I just wasn't feeding it. Final mindset shift. Your legs are listening. Every time you choose eggs over pastries, stand up 10 times from a chair, walk an extra block, stretch instead of sitting still, you're telling your legs, I'm still here, I'm still moving, and I'm still building. Summary of the strength plan. Focus area, what to do. Eat for muscle, protein, plus minerals, plus hydration. Supplement wisely. No megadoses, track real needs. Move daily. Simple, gentle, consistent motion. Rest smart, sleep well, stretch, soak. Coming up next in part 8, we'll bring everything together, a powerful reflection on the journey, plus final lessons and encouragement to help you move forward with strength, clarity, and purpose. Part 8. The final lesson. Choose awareness over assumptions. Senior health. Stop taking these 2 vitamins if your legs feel weak or sore. Vertical bar, senior health tips. Let's take a moment to pause. If you've made it this far through the full series, from recognizing hidden causes of leg weakness to evaluating your supplements, adjusting your food, moving smarter, and reclaiming strength, you've already taken the most important step. You chose awareness. And that changes everything. Because for too long, too many of us have been told that feeling weak, tired, or unstable is just part of getting old. We're told, that's just how it is. Slowing down is normal. Just take your vitamins and hope for the best. But today, you know better. Now, you know what to look for and what to do. Aging isn't the enemy. Unawareness is. Let's be clear. Growing older isn't the problem. Aging is natural. And honestly, it's a gift. The real problem is when we let habits, assumptions, and misinformation rob us of our strength without even realizing it. Think about it. We take vitamins because we care, but don't always know what's in them. We eat convenient foods that slowly chip away at our muscles. We stop moving out of fear when movement is exactly what we need. And the cost? We lose strength. We lose balance. We lose confidence. We lose the little things, the freedom to walk without worry, to dance a little, to bend down and tie our shoes. Your legs carry more than your weight. Your legs don't just carry your body, they carry your story. They carry every walk you've ever taken, every child you've chased, every garden you've planted, every trip you've dreamed of, every visit to a friend, a grandchild, a memory. And that means they're worth protecting. Not just with words, but with action. A note from Dr. Hartman, your guide through this series. As a physician with over 30 years working in internal medicine and senior care, I've watched far too many strong, capable people lose their independence not because of disease, but because of small things left unaddressed. I've seen patients lose the ability to walk from chronic inflammation caused by everyday foods, become reliant on walkers after vitamin imbalances went undetected, recover strength after 70, 80, even 90 just by changing how they ate, moved, and thought. And what gives me hope is this. The body can heal even later in life. The legs can strengthen even after weakness. The mind can lead even when the body stumbles. Final lessons to carry with you. Here's what I hope you take away from this series. 1. Don't fear aging. Fear stagnation. Movement is medicine. Awareness is power. Consistency beats intensity. 2. Watch your plate like you'd watch a prescription. Food is fuel, or it's poison. There is no in between. 3. Question every pill, even the ones that say, for seniors. Know what you're taking, why you're taking it, and how much is too much. 4. Start where you are, not where you were. You don't need to lift weights or run marathons. You just need to show up for yourself every day. What happens next? This is more than a video, it's an invitation. If you want to take it further, I've created a free printable checklist with the exercises and food swaps, a leg strength tracker you can use weekly at home, and a full video guide with a 10-minute daily leg routine available at healthyagingbites.com/resources, or just leave a comment and we'll send it to you. Let's build a movement together. If this content helped you even a little, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, someone who may be struggling with balance, mobility, or fear of falling. Leave a comment. What part of this series spoke to you most? You never know who's out there searching for the same answers. Final words for your journey. You don't stop moving because you grow old. You grow old because you stop moving. Choose movement. Choose knowledge. Choose to live with power in your legs and purpose in your life. You've come this far. Keep going. We're walking this path with you. With care and strength, Dr. Hartman. Healthy Aging Bites.